Well, hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. As you know, we all like to accessorize our motorcycles. We like to add things to them to make it our own. Some of the things we add are for performance, some are for looks, sound, all different kinds of reasons. I've added a few things to my Indian Roadmaster over the years, but I'm kind of slow on adding things, partly just because, you know, everything costs money and I'm thrifty. I'm a tightwad. My family says I'm a cheapskate, but it's not true. I'm just thrifty. But I have added a few things over the years, and I added something recently. Now, two of my additions, the items were actually given to me. Now, the most recent one was given to me by a family member and a friend. He and I have ridden from Texas to Colorado. We've ridden to the top of Pikes Peak together and been on other adventures. So a few years ago, we both owned Harley Davidsons. We both switched to Indian. And then recently, my friend slash family member went back to Harley Davidson. Well, he kept one of the accessories that he had on the Indian, and he shipped it to me. And so the thing that he kept was the passenger backrest and luggage rack. And so I have added it to my bike. Gives it a quite of a different look than when the trunk's on it. My trunk's over there on the front porch. The great thing about the Indian brand, the trunk comes with quick release docking hardware. You just unplug the harness, flip a couple levers, trunk comes right off. Backrest goes on the same place, and you're actually using the spools that hold the saddlebags to put the backrest or the trunk on. You don't even have to buy the docking hardware at all. It just comes that way on Indian, which makes it very convenient. Another recent, well, fairly recent addition was my tab performance mufflers with zombie baffles. Another case, a friend of mine, he bought an Indian Chieftain, had the tab with the zombie baffles, and for him it was just too loud. So he put the stock mufflers back on it, and these mufflers were just sitting there on the shelf, and he gave them to me as well. So I like those. Of course, I've added some fringe, color matching light bezel, and different things. But I want to know, what was the first thing you added to your motorcycle when you bought it? And what was the most recent addition? And you could also list some other things. I have several other things. I was hoping to put the free flowing breather on this past week. Instead, had to do brake pads and a rear rotor instead. I figured brakes are more important than the breather, but the breather's on my list. I've got a long list of things I still want to do to my Indian. But again, as you know, it's fun. It's fun to add the accessories, performance, looks, sound. So again, comment down below. I'd like to know either what you've already added or what you would want to add to your bike. And remember, if you like to ride as much as you can, because one day we're all going to be too old to ride.